Learn how to protect your family in case something unfortunate happens to you. Welcome everyone to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name is John McNamara of Highball Advisors, and today we're going to talk about protecting the family in case something unfortunate happens to you, right? So there's some math behind here. I won't get too in depth on it, but it's a term out of Social Security called the family maximum, right? This is the most amount of money that your family could receive if something happens to you, right? They want, they're trying to take care of the children and dependent parents, that type of thing, but there's only so much that they're willing to give you in case something happens to you. So I'll go through this here. So let's start over on the right. We're talking about the Survivor Annuity, right? The Survivor Annuity. This is very valuable benefit here to railroaders in case something happens to you. So the family maximum doesn't really come into play unless there's 3 or more of you. Then the restrictions of the family maximum payout will come into play. And really the family maximum payout, it really stems from disability, perhaps abuses or whatever, that they just put this whole thing on the Survivor Annuity. They lump disability and Survivor together, and kind of Survivor gets a short stick of it. But nevertheless, here we are, right? So the Tier 1 portion of it is governed by the Social Security rules, right? So you have to look up the Social Security rules to understand the family maximum payout. The Tier 2 is on the Railroad Retirement Board side, and I'll go through that. So what are we talking about, right? Children 18 or under, as long as they're in school, unmarried, they would be covered. And then parents, dependent parents, right? They're living with you, you're taking care of them, 60 or older, they can also take advantage of the be lumped inside that family maximum. And then disabled children, right? So you could be over the age of 18 and still be on this. As long as the disability was recognized before the age of 22, then that can just go on forever, really. So those are kind of the qualifications, what we're going to talk about. So as we look at the first part of it on Tier 1, once again, Social Security rules for the family maximum, right? Very complicated. They take your primary insurance amount. Don't want to get too involved on that, right? Here's the formula for 2021, right? 150% of this, 272% of that, blah, 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 right? All this stuff, it's a lot. So basically, right? So if you were just a spouse, you would get 100% of the Survivor Annuity, right? That's the way it works. However, a family, after you do the formula, right, is somewhere between 150% and 188% of the Tier 1 payout. That's what you if you just had to do a high-level planning, plan somewhere in there. Actually, I'm probably plan at 150, right? That way you can rather shoot under and be overcovered, right? So that would be called this would be your family maximum on Tier 1. All right, now when we get over to the Railroad Retirement Board side of it, we have the Tier 2. So the spouse gets 100%. I put an asterisk. There's some COLA restrictions on that, so it doesn't grow as quickly on inflation, so you have to keep an eye on that. But the Retirement Board recaptures some of the benefits. It's a long story. Each child, using the same numbers here, 18 or younger, right, would get 15%. A dependent parent, dependent, key word there, would get 35%. And the family maximum for Tier 2 is 130%, right? So as a surviving family, figure 150% of the Tier 1 and 130% of the Tier 2. And then also, there's the other rules there, right? Is this already a retiree? Is this somebody, they'll use if you're pre-retirement, let's say below the age of 62, they'll use your 62 numbers. So those are all the things that get calculated. But I just wanted to introduce the concept of taking care of the family with the family maximum, what you can expect. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Click on the notifications to get the latest video. That's great. And in the meantime, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody.